Okay, the WZ132/1, what, like the new tier 10 tank they released when you had to grind up, and its new line, and all YouTubers a bit disappointed because it's got no gun depression. That ain't no fun depression, and it's team dependent, and all their Unicorn mates hate it because you can't win game after game after game. And it's not OP, and yeah, it's not, right? It really isn't. But my point is, it was designed by some sort of freaking genius in wargaming, because I'm going to put a contrary opinion in here. You are not going to grind ratings up in this tank. You are not going to get a high win rate in this tank. You are not going to do a lot of things in this tank. It has no gun depression. It has no freaking armor. It's got nothing. But the point is, wait for it, boys and girls. You're going to hear this from me, the noob of all noobs. This tank's like a finesse tank. It's like a connoisseur's tank. It's a freaking light tank. It's a light tank as it should be. No armor, no gun depression, no this, no that. It's not OP. You're not going to win a lot in it. Yeah, but you can take the piss in it. The spotting dynamic in it is amazing. I love it. I've always hated the fact that there's this 4-second delay or whatever the hell it is. Someone will correct me. There's delay when you get spotted, and it's annoying. You get twatted, blah blah blah. This tank, when you get spotted, it's fine. The gun's not got great pen. It doesn't do this, it doesn't do that, but it's like a thinking man's tank. You've got to drive it with thought. You're not going to win a lot of games, but when you win them, boy, is it satisfying. And is that not the point? In a game dominated by, look at my fucking damage, look at my win rate, look at this, look at that, blah blah blah. This tank is entirely satisfactory. You've got to think your way through what you're doing, and I don't always do that very well. I'll be the first to admit that I do not think through situations particularly well. I'm an old guy, not as good as I should be. I get that. I'm playing with my FV here. I'm hoping the FV might get involved. Eventually does. It's tier 10. People seem to be slow to react. They're worried about their hit pool and their damage, and whether their rating points are going to go up, whether win rate's going to do this or that. But at the end of the day, the FV actually does me a solid and is a good boy overall. Now watch this. This amuses the chuff out of me. I think I'm basically doing alright. I've got no gun depression, so yep. And that boy reloads quicker than I could ever possibly imagine. I've busted my repair kits. There goes my hit pool. I don't even get the kill. Whatever. That's the point with this tank. It would literally punish you because you're not a super nerd and you don't know that the reload time on the WZ1120 heavy tank whatever is in fact 10.2 seconds, not 10.1, and it twats you and you get caught on fire, and that's life. But can you see, the tank's basically working out pretty well. I've had to think through the game. I've been all over the map. I've done some spotting. I've gone left. I've gone right. I've done some ducking and diving. This tank's not going to work for you if you go sit in a bush or do what people do, which is push forward and get wrecked, or do something in between, or it's situational. Yes, your team's going to have to play well. You're going to have faith in that. You're not going to win a lot of games on that basis, because if you've got my matchmaker, you're basically screwed. But for those games whereby it just kind of works, like with the FV here and what's going on and all the rest of it, it can be amazing, the satisfaction of actually managing to get a tank work. 1700 damage, I've blocked nothing. I'm not going to block anything. All the rest of it, I have enjoyed this game because I've had to think through what I'm doing. I've had to deal with different situations. The E75 is a special kid. What can I say? He's either a genius or a window licker. I don't know which. Window licker doesn't translate into many languages. I'm just saying. About to get my first bounce in this tank, which makes me proud. I pull back. Oh, yeah, sweet baby. And it will actually, yeah. See, gun's not bad. All sort of works out. It's not a first, it's not mastery, it's not like a 6K game. My God, that's the most satisfying game I played in Blitz in about a decade. I mean, well done wargaming. Balanced tank, sensible tank, good spotting dynamic, fun to play, lose you loads of credits. Enjoy, boy.